Oh, okay, my friends. So it's time to get some more practice in Sheets, and we're going to use Google Sheets to get us some computations of these heights, both from your lab and also using this new Galileo's model for acceleration. Okay, so I don't know what times you used in your lab. I'm just going to make up some 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Not feeling very original. So those are the times for each of the 5 drops. Now, on the far right over here, I've told you how far the ball or rock or whatever, actually bowling ball, I think was David Letterman, how far those things actually fell in those videos. So 24 feet 8 inches from the top of my garage to the driveway, 42 feet 6 inches from the top of Grandview to the ground, and so forth and so on. We're going to use both Bayer's model and Galileo's model to do the predictions. So we're going to use Sheets to do this because this is exactly why we created spreadsheets in the first place, to do repeated mathematical operations. Now, in your lab, you use this formula right here. The height something drops, according to Bayer's formula, is you take the time and multiply it by 30, and then what kicks out is feet, because the unit on that 30 was feet per second. Okay, doke. So what we're going to do is we're going to click right here in cell D, and we're going to take the time, which is over here in cell C4. But remember, when you're using Sheets, if you're going to use a formula, press an equals sign first. So I'm going to click over here on the 2, and I'm going to hit times, which in my case is an asterisk, and then I'm going to tell it to multiply by 30. So, and you can, I don't know if you can see that right there. It's telling me that's going to be 60 when I press enter. So I'm going to press enter. All right, all right. Now, I'm not sure if your Sheets will do this. Mine says autofill, suggested autofill. So I can just hit this little check mark. And what that actually does is it drags that formula down and applies it to every single cell looking left to those other number of seconds. Now, it's possible that your Sheets does not do that, so I'm going to delete this here. In case your Sheets does not give you that autofill, no big deal. You can just grab this little square that's right here and drag it down and let go, and it does the exact same thing. All right, now comes the fun. Those are the same, well, not those right there. Those are numbers that I made up times for. But whatever numbers you're going to get there. Remember, you're not going to use 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. You're going to put your numbers in that you got when you did the lab. And you're going to notice something. The numbers that you get here are going to match what you just got in the lab. Okay, over here, Galileo. So what we need to do here is we have to take, well, it's a formula, so equals the number 16, which we're going to talk about later in this homework, what that 16 is, times, now this is fun, we have to take the time, which I'm going to click over here on 2, and we've got to square it. Now there's 2 ways you can do that. You can do it by simply typing that number times itself. You can do that. That's correct. That's what time squared is, the number times itself. So that's totally fine. And I'm going to press enter to show you, and then it asks me to autofill. So yes, there, we're going to autofill that. Okay, that's totally fine. You could also do it up here, equals 16 times time, and then you can hit the caret button. Mine is above 6, so I'm going to hit shift 6, and then type it 2. And that means it's going to take the time and square it. And when you press enter and you're going to autofill down, you'll notice those numbers are exactly the same as they were before. Because they are. C4 times C4 is the same as C4 squared. 2 times 2 is the same as 2 squared. 6 times 6 is the same as 6 squared, and so forth and so on. All right. So once you get done filling your chart in with your correct time values from before, remember, yours are going to be different. Take a screenshot of this whole shebang and include that as your answer to question 1, and then read on.